Well, good evening. Yeah, lack of desire. It was also after the game. It was lack of confidence, lack of front foot, lack of mentality. I think like the most of the things, everything is in the head, but your fitness affects. We are lacking, and I said it to the players. We are lacking a little bit, which you could see after 70 minutes or whatever, when we're starting to drop. Desire was still there. Still they wanted to press. Still we wanted to do this, but it was slow, a bit slower. Not. We also kept the ball. We could score a goal last 20, but we are lacking that. We are lacking that at the moment, and we have to raise it. It's not necessarily the way you train. It's the whole package. It's the commitment, and it's the day off that you need, that you're using in a good to come back in a good shape and all that. But I agree with you in a term that intensity was basically great. It was like the game you are waiting for. It was like a cup final, from the start, so concentrated, so front-footed, without the ball, on the ball. We stretched them. We were always trying. The first touch was always forward. Our first idea was never to pass it back or to pass the square one. First idea was this: ball forward. Then when we were getting in a good situations with front players, then they went one against one. So the only bad thing about the first half was the result, which was positive, okay, but from my point of view, maybe I'm not objective, but 3-0 or even 4-0 could have been. 3-0 should have been, 4-0 could have been, 4-1, okay. But in the second half, I'm pleased because when we suffered together. We could hurt them more, but overall, very, very happy with the way. I told you that last week was the first chance for us to work a little bit on intensity, and maybe it's coincidence, but for me it's not coincidence, that they were so intense today, because they were intense this week in a couple of sessions when they were meant to be intense.
Started a game like that for a while. From the first kickoff.
Yeah, front foot. Yeah. So that's what pleases me the most. It's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean, but then, hell again, you have to use this to be a blueprint, to know what you have to do to be in this position against a really good team, against a team that played with us last season in the Premier League. At the end of the day, against the team who, before this game, was joined top of the table. So, with the greatest respect, I respect every team here, yes, and you have to approach the games like this, but don't be afraid, don't lack confidence against no one. There's no reason.
After last week, the mentality was different as well, because you came off the pitch last week, you see heads down.
Yes.
This week, that week you've obviously been able to lift them back up again.
Yeah. What pleases me the most, last week we conceded a second goal, and straight away you are down. Tonight we conceded a goal in really bad moments, Instead of going to the halftime, like, wow, you are going to, oh my God, still you are winning, but you go in a negative kind of way. And they go like, yes, but it didn't affect us. It didn't affect us in the second half. Still we were brave. Up until last 10 or 15, still we wanted to play. We wanted to come up the pitch with number of players, not with one or two, but with the number. So I told you, when we raise that level of fitness, and when the players like João Pedro is an amazing player. You see that straight away, but he lacks that 10% of explosivity, that sharpness, normally, because he didn't train for a few weeks now. So when those players get in a shape, which they should basically. It's also our job to get them there. Then we're gonna have. And when the players come back from injuries, 3 more, then we'll have a serious team. If we continue to live for this for the cause.
Loser is class.
Loser is class.
To missing the penalty was to go and score a goal that was really
that is, he's got that. He's that kind of character. Penalty didn't affect him. He's the player that when we talk about football, sometimes you want to have strong midfielders in front of the defense, put him as a number 10 or there, but then you go, you need somebody. If you want to control the game, if you want to be good on a ball, if you want to bring your centre-backs in a game, then you need somebody like him. Good creative player in the middle of the park. And he was absolutely there today. He was amazing, but also in a defensive work. If we continue to show, and there's no reason, it's going to be ups and downs, of course, but if our commitment, and that's down to me, to my staff, and to the players at the end of the day, everything is in commitment.
What was the thinking behind the Senna and Sar swap of flanks?
Only offensive things. We spoke to Sar. Sar played in first, how many games we had? 3, yeah? In first 3 games, Sar played on the right. He scored 2 goals. He created, I think, another 2. So good numbers. But he was not. Sometimes you didn't see him for 10 minutes. We didn't use him well. And then me and the staff spoke and remember that for Senegal, he was playing on the left side, And then I spoke to him, and he's a shy boy, but he says, yeah, I like it. I don't mind there or there. For us, it was bigger question: can Sema play on the right? But he was really good tonight. But when Sar gets the ball in these pockets, then he's got more options. When he gets the ball on the right, then it's only he can come inside, but on his left foot it's okay. But when he goes like a penalty, when he goes from left side, he can go one way, he can go the other way. When he goes there, it's a penalty. He felt maybe it was one off, but I don't think so. And also it's different, when he's getting the ball. When you have your players like Sar, it's not only Sar. There is Hassan with him, Kamara, Louza is be there. So it's a triangle, that's a very creative player and the players with pace.
It's not a glamorous role, but Dan Gosling at right back, when you're down to the bottom.
Chapeau to him, yeah.
So committed.
Chapeau to Dan. He's one of those characters that I really like. He doesn't talk a lot, but when you ask him, when I ask him, can you do me a job on the right back? It's not I'll try. It's not I'll try. Let me see. Maybe I can do it. No, he says no problem, 1,000,000%, and that's it. You know what I mean? Those kind of characters are irreplaceable. They are the one you want, and it wasn't easy with him there. Because they have good winger, a really good one, in a good form, that guy Sergeant, or whoever. But he was good also on the ball, in passing. And it's nice to have a midfield player there, it's another safe zone, it's another playmaker, let's say, because he can pass it. So, good evening for us, That's what we needed. We didn't like the table before the game. Still don't like it, but it's we were really determined tonight to have a proper goal.
You got the crowd involved very quickly. Obviously, Watford fans have seen what's happened this season, but tonight they were very much with you.
The crowd is more or less 10% more patient or 10% more crazy. You know, the crowd is crowd. They love their club, and in one hand, the result is all that matters, but in the other hand, it's not. You know what I mean? If they want to see their team fighting and they want to see their team trying to play progressive and trying to hurt the opponent, and when it is the case, you know, then the crowd is happy, and the crowd is happy. So I think they were really happy tonight.
Is the spitting incident still unresolved with you? So obviously that didn't affect him.
On a paper it is, yeah. For me it isn't, you know. For me, I believe him. He said he didn't do it.
But there's no decision yet.
No, we are still waiting for that. It's going to apparently be before Millwall.
Yeah.
Before Millwall. So it's tomorrow is Sunday, I don't think so. So maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Obviously, that would be a worry as well, wouldn't it, for some players?
I don't even want to think about it, you know. I don't want to even consider it. I saw that footage or whatever you call it. You can't see anything there. You can't see anything, and I spoke with him. He said, no, I didn't. So I don't want to even think about those.
Can I just ask what you made of Norwich?
Norwich.
Yeah.
No, you know, Norwich. They are there for the reason. With the reason, you know, they can stretch you. They can stretch you. They are front tonight. They're front two basically with Sergeant and with Pukki. Pukki didn't have a great game, but every Pukki's touch, every ball that goes to Pukki, even when it's at the halfway line, you are like, oh my God, you know, Mayday. You know, that guy Sergeant is the player because I watched few games. He's like so electric. He reminds me on gigs, you know, like pace and everything. Brave. I like him. Then in midfield, good players. Good rotations. It's not easy, you know. It requires a lot of communication, you know, because they play with 5 players inside, and so when they do that, it's not easy. You can't mark them. Sometimes you have to, but it requires a lot of communication. Good team, but at the back, we to be fair, we created a lot. We created a lot tonight, and they should be happy that they conceded only a couple of goals. But good team, of course. Right.
Can I just put a quick one on your man Lizzo? Obviously he picked up that knee injury and he played on. Is he all right?
Well, we asked him, he said he's okay. We were ready to make a sub.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't want to if he was all right, because we wanted to continue to control the game, which is much easier with him. And he said, okay. After the game, he didn't complain. Like, he's in a good mood, so probably it was just a knock, I think, or whatever. Yeah. But not major one.
And Asprilla he got a bit of
Asprilla got a nasty cut.
Oh.
Yeah, when he asked for a foul, he got a nasty cut. But anyway, he was great in the first half. I told him at the halftime, listen, don't save your energy now, you know, don't spread your strength, don't wait. Just go. If it's 15 minutes, 15 minutes. If it's 20 minutes, 20 minutes. We have Joe, you know, there. And then he tried, get that cut, but also it was planned, you know what I mean.
Just quickly, are you any closer to screen Julian Dixon?
Yeah, Jules, I hope he's on the way. He's in the United States. We have to only sort it out with the club. We are lacking one guy when we do the warming up, when we do the sessions, and Jules was always with me, part of my squad when I was working in England. Hopefully we will sort. It's about technicality, you know, those little details, but the goodwill is there from both sides. Hopefully, the sooner the better, you know. I miss him.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.